Okay. Game, guys. So, tuloy na natin tong ating RE2 marathon. So, natapos natin kahapon yung scenario. Ano to? Scenario A ni Claire. So, scenario B naman tayo ni Leon. Kasi parang na-realize ko, hindi kompleto yung RE game, no? Without second scenario. So, let's do this, di ba? And syempre, target pa rin natin yung hardcore. Hardcore pa rin. So, skip lang natin yung mga cutscene.
克莱尔，希望你能平安抵达。
Yan, so gamit po natin dito yung mukha ni Leon na mukhang supot. So, medyo na-practice na natin to no? Pero, let's see. Hanggang saan yung kaya ni Vave. Ito yung gagamitin natin baril, Matilda. This is from
没想到会在这种
Matilda.
情况下穿上制服。
Oh. Uy. Sorry. Cannot be.
我想象中的上任第一天可不是这样。
Ano yung ano mo rito? Yung gawaan ng ano? Ng bag.
Ha?
Yung gawa mo ng bag sa ano?
Gawa ng
Bag.
bag?
Bag.
Ay, tinanggal ko. Wait lang. Yung ano? Yung workbench.
Ngayon lang ako nakakulit ng ano eh.
Ito to. Gawa ka dito. Dito. Ayan. Inayos ko. Nakaharang kasi.
Oh no, may mali akong ginawa. Sorry. Nakalimutan ko kunin. Ulitin natin. Pwede natin costume ni Leon. Pangit eh. Doon tayo sa Pogi. Sabi ni Jumana. Ha? Pangit? Sa Jemai mo. Daming shit. Pero gusto ko naka-bold. Nakahubad si Claire. Nakahubad. Bold. Ay,
希望
ang
你能
pangit
平安
lab, walang kulay pag nakanwa. Sheriff na lang. Walang kulay. Oh. Pati yung kulay ng ano, wala. Eh, yun yung ano niya eh. Yan din yung sa original dito sa game.
Hmm.
没想到会。在这种情况下穿上制服， 我想象中的上任第一天可不是这样。
grabe.
Okay. Pwede na pala itong...
Ano nga ba dapat next nito? Nalimutan ko na. Nagpa-practice mag-Chinese. Yes. Good evening, sir. Kay Blowjob Immoral. RE2 muna tayo. Leon B. Paano nga to? Tama. Tama nga dito. Ayan na.
真见鬼！
Ano ka madaanan?
Patong ka na.
什么鬼？该死！
到了。
搞什么？
Saan yung mga ano natin? Mga red ano?
Alin?
Ito, penga ko ah.
Ano yan?
Ito red current.
Ko na alam after this.
Okay.
Things. And then I'm going to examine the STARS badge on the back of it, so it becomes the USB key. And there we go. So we've got that now. We're not getting the safe that was in that room because we're not upgrading the Matilda. And now, instead of getting the first aid can later, I'm going to get it now. I'm going to get it now and go ahead and use it. And, you know, no harm, no foul. I also have this this green-red in my inventory. Why am I not using it? Because shield heals, which is combining being able to heal yourself to full and then having a shield for further damage later. If I use up those, then I won't have that shield for later, and I kind of want it for later. There are some times where you're going through sections and you want to heal that will keep you from getting poisoned for like the sewers, or you know you might get tagged multiple times. And I don't see myself getting tagged again here, so I was looking for a can of first aid. Now, the only other thing to do from here is I'll spend the extra time that it's going to take. I'm wasting a bit of time, but I want to show you that we've got extra time to spare. So we're going to do the crown, the brazier, and the bird as what are needed for the lion. So we're going to do that, and we're going to put that in there, and it's all gravy. So we've got those two in there. We've got the means to go get the Magnum. We're all set. We're good to go. What we're gonna do next is go through this door. We're not gonna worry about the zomboid that's making noise to our left. And since we took care of all the ones we needed to in the hallway here, we're mostly in the clear. I say mostly. Remember that when I left alive upstairs? Sometimes he can spawn in really inconvenient places also. Put one in his knee if he sneaks up on you. It's just as simple as that. So we use the weapon locker key card. We go ahead and get the ammunition, and we get the shotgun. So now we're set. We're good to go. We got this covered. And to make sure we can carry anything else that might come our way here, we're gonna come one more time in here, and we're gonna drop some things off. I'm gonna drop the heal off. I'm gonna drop the Magnum ammo. I'm gonna even drop the knife off right now, and the handgun and the handgun ammo. If I need to deal with something now, I'll just blow its head off. Honestly, I'm just opening up everything just in case you have to play it a little differently than I do, because I'll show you. I'll show you how you grab everything. I'm trying to let you grab everything you can. So, cap to get through this one. CAP, and you get some shotgun shells right there. We'll get some more shotgun shells right here. And we're gonna run over towards the STARS office. So when we do that, I'm passing up that gunpowder because we've already got 2 in the bank. If you really need to make more rounds, I guess you could grab that gunpowder and try to... I think there was another gunpowder I passed up. Oh yeah, upstairs of the library. We're about to go back to it, so I guess you could do that. So we're gonna use the key card here. USB key dongle. We're gonna use it. Do not take it back out. Leave it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. We don't want to have to deal with the inventory. We're not going to go get the upgrades for it. We're not going to deal with it again. Just leave it alone. Just leave it in there. There's no reason to pick it back up. It just takes up the space that you don't need to be taken up. So we're going to get the ammo for the handgun. We're going to dip over here and get the flash. And we're going to get the first aid and the gunpowder and the red herb. We're getting everything. You see why I put so much stuff up. I put it all up so we could grab it all. And you see there's one extra space. I'll show you why in a second. Now we're about to deal with the tyrant here. The tyrants, you can flash to get by faster right here, or you can run back into STARS office. I'm gonna flash him this time. If you want to run into the STARS office, you wait in the STARS office, you listen. This is where it's convenient to have headphones. You have to hear him go to the right and go back where we came from, and he'll walk out the door. You hear the door slam. You can run away. I am going to just flash him, or you can juke him. I'm not gonna try to show you that, but I'm just gonna flash him. It's fine. Won't harm us any. And it gives us a bit better timing for doing what we need to upstairs, because we don't want to fire off any shots. We don't want to do anything else that we don't have to. Don't want to wake the zombie that we left alive downstairs, and we don't want him to pincer attack us, because he can come in some weird ways into this upstairs room. So just trying to avoid all of those things all at the same time by using that flash. There's a few reasons why I use it. That's why I use it. Now you know, knowledge is power, G.I. Joe. We're running out this door because I have no idea why, but the bookcase does not fall over if you're standing about right here with the door open. Because reasons. Now the tyrant is about to give us a very inconvenient... He's coming into this room and I hear him. So we'll deal with it whatever way it comes. But for the maiden is the ram heartbird. Okay. So the ram, the harp, and the bird. And we'll go ahead and get the last medallion. So that's cool. You see the tyrants right there. I'm going to make a break for the door. I think I'll make it. So there you go. It is what it is. We got through everything. We're through the RPD now, and it's all gravy. It's all gravy. I'm sticking to the right again so that zombie doesn't come up. If he comes up about now, you know, it's whatever. The reason why I have the inventory the way I do is because you see that there's 2 spots. If I needed to still get that can of first aid spray that's over there, I could run and get it right now and run the tyrant around a bit more. So I have room to grab that. If I also didn't get the green herb in that waiting area, if I forgot to get that guy, I could go get him too. So you see why I put things up, just in case you play it a little differently or whatever you do. I had the space to grab it all. So now we're going to put down our first save. We're going to save it here. What's our time look like? Well, the time, for me, is 23 minutes. I ran it a bit slow on purpose. Hopefully, if you're paying attention to what I'm doing, you can do it a little quicker. If you actually need to take about 2 more minutes than that, that's cool. Once you start getting over 25 minutes, you're going to start getting in trouble with the RPD. It's going to give you a bit of an issue.
Yung black powder ang ano natin dito. Problema. Putik tong crucible. Ultimo yung black powder, 1 segundo lang ubos eh. Samantalang yung ibang ano, oras yung inaabot eh.
Naubos na to. Uy, gago pa.
Kinapos pa yung coke powder natin, tangin. Kapos yung coke powder.
Tapos, ito. Ay, sorry.
Wala na, tapos na dito. Nakuha ko na lahat.
Ayun lang. Ayaw ko naman yan eh. Mabagal naman yung kadulo eh. Ba't kinuha mo natin yung mga nasa labas?
Kukunin ko yung charcoal muna yung gagamitin ko habang wala pang mga charcoal.
Hindi, ito, charcoal powder, yun ang dyan. Hindi ba bunti?
Lime water. Wala pa namang lime.
“我的老天呐！”
Ako ba na to?
Putik yan. Ay.
Ay, putang ina mo! Gulat ako. Doon si Mr. X sa harap. Ayun.
Bag si sir. Black powder.
Okay. Dito na ako sa point.
The reason it took me, I can probably do this in 20 minutes. I mean, I usually do it actually in about 17 or 18. But I went and grabbed extra things so you guys could see what all you can get. All the heals I could, all the ammunition I could. I got some extra stuff. I want you guys to have the tools you need to get through the rest of the game. I would say at 25 minutes, you really might want to consider retrying the RPD. At 27 minutes, please try it again. Give it another shot. See if you can't nail it. Remember, it's 15 minutes leeway, so we don't have many places where we can start padding time. So 25 minutes is really, after 25 minutes, you're eating into that extra 15-minute pad that I'm trying to give you. So there that is, and we're going to use our first save right here. Okay, so now we've got a save under our belt, and we're feeling a little better about ourselves and that we got through the RPD, right? Well, now we got to go knife Birkin. So, let me put a little disclaimer really quickly as I do a loadout right here and say that you can knife Birkin on any system. I know that people comment many times and say that this is a PS4 Pro, and therefore my strategy is different. And you're right, it's a tiny, tiny bit different. So tiny, in fact, that it doesn't matter. I've now done this on a vanilla PS4, I've done this on an Xbox, and I've done this on PC. I purposefully set the frame rate at 30 frames per second as a maximum. So any conversation about frame rates, it needs to just die in the water right now because we're about to knife Birkin and it's about to work no matter what we do. And I've got a backup for you also. So we're going to knife Birkin. What I found doing this on PS4 is that he needs a few extra swipes, 2 or 3, to be able to go down some of these times. Now, I'll show you what you can do to make sure you're close enough to get those 2 or 3 swipes. However, the first time he goes down, I'll show you what you can do. The second time, it's a little more tricky in that when you see me flash him and then go swiping at him, and I get him to the ground. If you don't get him to the ground by the time his blindness is coming off, I brought the Magnum with me with 3 shots in it. You can back off one shot to one of his eyeballs from the Magnum should put him on the ground. Go back to knifing him, and then if knifing him doesn't kill him, maybe you can back off and put another shot or 2 from the Magnum in him. You can do it that way. There's a few other ways you can do it. But the knife really is the strongest and best way to be able to get through him, and it saves you ammunition. And if you stick next to his right mutated arm, you can force him into an animation. You can't be too far behind him because he'll swing around and grab you. You can't be too far in front of him because he might grab you, or he might smash straight down with the steel pipe. And if he does that, it doesn't quite matter where you move, it'll hit you and do a lot of damage. But if you stick next to that arm like glue, he usually will start trying to circle you and do an animation where he's going to swing down 3 different times about. In that animation, while he's doing a circle, as long as you stick next to his arm still, you can actually swipe at him with the knife while he's doing it. So it gets you the extra hits you might need on a PS4 or an Xbox. It does not matter if you don't have a PS4 Pro. I've tested it myself. Tried and true. It works no matter where. There might be a little bit of tweaking, but it is your playstyle. So if you want to put a few rounds from the shotgun, I would suggest against that. The handgun or the Magnum. That's how you're going to get helped out in this one. The shotgun rounds are extremely valuable for blowing off zombie heads and for knocking back Ivies later. So bring the Magnum, bring some handgun rounds. There's 20 to 25 handgun rounds you get after the Birkin fight. And that's why we knife him to death, so we can save ammunition, and so ammunition isn't sparse throughout the rest of the game. But you've got about 22 rounds down there to make up for whatever you're doing. So I guess that's there too. So I'm just putting that out there, but I really do encourage you, go ahead and die to him a dozen times. You see that our save point is right here. It's right here. If you die to him, you just go back downstairs and try it again. And the satisfaction off of knifing Birkin to death is amazingly awesome. So let's go ahead and do that. And you see now this is my loadout. I've got both of my knives. I've got 1 flash, and I've got 3 rounds in the Magnum, just in case I need to back off of him and put a round in him because he's being a jerk. So that's what we're doing. And you know what? I don't ever take it as me talking down to you. You know, this is the way I played the game. If you need to figure out a different way to be able to beat Birkin on your own, that's perfectly fine. To each their own. I just want to make sure you have enough ammunition to get through the rest of the game without feeling like you're always trying to scrounge, like you're always on your last round. And this game is designed to do that to you. The creator of this game also said it's designed to be able to beat with knives only. He said it should be possible. Of course, he didn't mean like the alligator. You got to use a round to do that, or a grenade. But he did say that he designed it that I mean, that's I don't ask me to say where that is, but I did read that, I believe, in an interview somewhere a long while ago. So it is possible. It's meant to be possible. We're gonna start off getting very close to his right arm and swiping like crazy. This technique does not work on normal. So anyway, on hardcore, now you see how he's like this. Right when he's about to straighten up, I can get this grenade and toss it at his feet. Boom. I didn't have to walk, I didn't have to backtrack and everything. So if I'm on a regular PS4, maybe I've got now time to put a few extra swipes on him. But I need to stick next to this right arm when I'm doing that. Running away from him. I'm running away so that I can use the flashbang and do this a bit more safely. And I'm gonna go right back to Knife and Birkin. So this should put him on the ground just fine, which is why you don't see me on his right side. But now, I want to be on his right side. I want him to circle. He grabbed, which is fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and counter that and go right back to using the other knife I've still got. Here's the thing. This is the exact moment that if he grabbed you, if he did something you didn't like, you could use the knife now. Don't run away with the Magnum. Don't do it yet. He's now staggered because you just stabbed him with a knife. Use your knife while you've got a shot. Slash him a few more times, and if that doesn't do it, back away with the Magnum, finish him off. So, and now he's done. So, wasn't perfect. I've done this perfect many times where he, you know, decided to swipe down instead. I apologize. I didn't get to show you his animation, what I mean, where he starts swinging around you. But it is what it is. So I'm sure one of my other guides, he did that. So there's a green herb and swinging around instead. Here's the, but I need to toss it at his feet. On hardcore, now somewhere a long while ago. So it is possible. It's meant to be possible. We're gonna start off getting very close to his right arm and swiping like crazy. This technique does not work on normal. So anyway, on hardcore, now you see how he's like this. Right when he's about to straighten up, I can get this grenade and toss it at his feet. Boom. I didn't have to walk, I didn't have to backtrack and everything. So if I'm on a regular PS4, maybe I've got now time to put a few extra swipes on him. But I need to stick next to this right arm when I'm doing that. Running away from him. I'm running away so that I can use the flashbang and do this a bit more safely. And I'm gonna go right back to Knife and Birkin. So this should put him on the ground just fine, which is why you don't see me on his right side. But now, I want to be on his right side. I want him to circle. He grabbed, which is fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and counter that and go right back to using the other knife I've still got. Here's the thing. This is the exact moment that if he grabbed you, if he did something you didn't like, you could use the knife now. Don't run away with the Magnum. Don't do it yet. He's now staggered because you just stabbed him with a knife. Use your knife.
Oy, Mick, what's up, sir? Practice tayo. Game. Ay, hindi ako nakuha ng knife. Oh no! Hindi ako nakuha ng knife. Lang, sige. Mo grabe ka, sir. Hindi na ako pwede mag-ingay sir kasi si Claudie. Si Claudie, mamagising. Bukas sir, explain ko sa'yo.
不讲道理。没办法，只能解决它。
Mali na. Mali. Ba't ganun? Na lang. Niload ko.
Barkley, sir.
Aray.
Okay, ayan, stream na tayo. Pas ko na practicein. Kulang yung lager. Kulang yung dagger.
Konti na lang yan.
Ang alin.
Ay, ano pa yan? Leon A pa lang pala yan.
Hindi, Leon ano na to? Leon B.
Leon B ka na ba?
Hmm.
Leon Betlog.
Leon Tite.
Leon Guerrero.
Leon Pinguerero. Sabi sa Pinguerero.
Barkley, sir.
Uber. Bukas na lang ulit.
Yeah,
Hey guys.
Production tayo.
Very end of eternity.